Guys, it's Canadian Yorker here, and we are in the first day of 2025. Today is January 1st, 2025. Uh, Happy New Year to all far and near. I wish you all a great Happy New Year, and hopefully everybody's having a good day so far, and the day has started out well. Um, also, Um, there's just many things to be thankful for, and I am bringing this video to you guys today to do a recap video about my New York Jets. And apparently, so we played last week, week 17. This week is the last week, week 18 of the NFL season, but I'm covering week 17, where we went to go play in Buffalo against the hardy and well-to-do Buffalo Bills, our division rival. Um, and man, I gotta say, in this game, we got absolutely stomped. Stomped. We were stomped. We were obliterated. We were absolutely bamboozled. We were absolutely destroyed against the Buffalo Bills at their home. And I mean, Buffalo Bills fans, I would give you guys your flowers and wish you the best in the playoffs. And also, you know, Josh Allen is also going to be. I think he's in the middle of being considered for the MVP race. He's in the middle of a very tight MVP race with other MVP contenders, and I gotta wish the Buffalo Bills fans the best in the playoffs because, like I said, I've been saying all this season, we are not going nowhere, and we're not certainly not going into the playoffs this year because our team is atrocious, and we have not really fixed anything since the beginning. So anything between last year and this year, there wasn't really much of an improvement. I mean, it's the record speaks for itself. We're sitting 4-12 for the season. Um, I, I, Maybe I'd say we did have a somewhat of a mediocre season under under our previous head coach, but you know, our season practically fell apart, and we're just sitting at the bottom of the rankings right now. But anyway, just to go into this game, the Buffalo Bills destroyed us 40, and we had 14. So just to kind of go over this game, um, I mean, in the first half, we had no points in the first half of this game. We scored no points. We converted nothing, nada, zilch, anything you could say that says zero. We got no points at all in the first and second quarter of this game. And the Buffalo Bills got a touchdown on us in the first quarter. In the second quarter, they got a safety on us, thanks to the the Aaron Rodgers holding the ball for too long in the touchdown in the end zone, and the Buffalo Bills sacked him and we got a they got a safety in the second quarter, I believe, along with 3 points, and that brings them up to a total of 12-0 against us in the first and second quarter of this game. However, in the third quarter, the Buffalo Bills came out, scored 3 touchdowns against us, and completely blew us out of the building, out of Buffalo, sending us straight back to East Rutherford, New Jersey, where we belong, and just completely gored us, maimed us. He did everything I could ask. I can't even describe it with a dictionary against us. We got completely obliterated in the third quarter. Buffalo scored 21 points in the third quarter. We scored nothing in the third quarter. We did mount a. We had 14 points in the fourth quarter. We got 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and Buffalo had 1 touchdown, bringing it to 7. They had 7 points in the fourth quarter. So this game really was no contest for us whatsoever. I mean, we played atrocious. Um, the offensive line was atrocious. The defensive line was atrocious. We didn't really accomplish much in this game. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. He had 112 passing yards. He threw two interceptions in this game. Rushing yards, Brees Hall, 10 carries, 45 yards. He was doing okay. We had Garrett Wilson had 66 yards receiving, one touchdown from 7 receptions. Um, that's just looking at the box score. Jared Allen definitely did better than Aaron Rodgers. He didn't score any interceptions, but he had two touchdowns. And Jared Cook had 53 yards, one touchdown. T. Shavers, 69 yards receiving, one touchdown. I mean, this was a complete blowout in this game. And just looking at the box score right here, uh, Tyrod Taylor, who was our backup quarterback, had 83 receiving yards, no interceptions, apparently. Tyrod Taylor is the one who helped us get those two touchdowns in the fourth quarter, apparently. All in all, we had 169 passing yards. The Buffalo Bills outdid us in the passing yards, they had 251 passing yards. They had three touchdowns and rushing. Brees Hall, 45 yards rushing. Isaiah Davis, 35 yards. Braylon Allen, 26 yards. Tyrod Taylor, 6 rushing yards, 112 rushing yards. The Buffalo Bills didn't have as many rushing yards, but they did get their touchdowns. Josh Allen had one touchdown for 17 yards rushing, one touchdown. James Cook, 53 yards, one touchdown. Um, Man, I mean, we were just atrocious in this game, guys. What can I say? Um, we are awful. Uh, I thought CJ Mosley was going to play in this game for us, but I believe that he is not. He did not play in this game. Um, just to look at our defense, man. Quincy Williams had one like 10 total tackles. We had no sacks at all from our defense. Our defense couldn't sack nobody. Our defense got nowhere, and we were absolutely horrible on defense. I mean, we really got to work better on the defensive side of the ball. We got to do better on the offensive side of the ball. This whole team needs a work over. And, honestly, we have just been struggling all season to get our heads in gear and to get our heads together. Um, Next week we're playing Miami next week. Miami is 8-8 for the season. They are subpar 500 for the team. I would love for us next week. We are, I believe it is Sunday, 4:25 p.m. in East Rutherford. We're playing at home against Miami Dolphins. We have to end this season next week. We got to do it, guys. Yes, we need to knock out the Miami Dolphins out of the playoffs because they beat us. We need to end this rivalry next week because I know we're not going to win against the Buffalo Bills. That's definitely not happening. But against the Miami Dolphins now, we actually might have a chance to beat them at home because we actually have a better record at home than we do away. There were some games we did win away at home, but I mean honestly, we that's a whole other thing to cover for another video. Let's just kind of continue going over it. The Buffalo Bills only took 12 plays, 70 yards to score one touchdown in the first quarter of this game. Uh, Honestly, we when we got the ball back, Brees Hall to the right to end New Jersey on New York Jets 38 for 10 yards. Brees Hall left guard for 3 yards. We went up 3 yards. Aaron Rodgers threw a short pass, incomplete short right to Tyler Conklin, a penalty on Buffalo's side. See, there were times in this game where we should have taken advantage of of Buffalo's mistakes that were happening. Buffalo made mistakes, but we just couldn't capitalize on those mistakes that happened. Aaron Rodgers threw a short pass to Hal Conklin for 5 yards. Brees Hall right end to Buffalo 43 for 6 yards. Waylon Allen up the middle for Buffalo for 4 yards. Shotgun Waylon Allen left guards for 6 yards. Um, so it seems to me that Aaron Rodgers short pass to Garrett Wilson for 9 yards. Brees Hall left end pushed to Buffalo for 18 yards. However, there was a penalty on New York Jets Joe Simpson offensive holding. My God, Joe Simpson attempted on offensive holding. That holding pushed us back. That negated the play, that beautiful play that Brees Hall did for us. The 18 yards, and Aaron Rodgers short pass in the middle for Tyler Conklin for Buffalo for 10 yards. And then Aaron Rodgers incomplete pass short right to Yaboa. Brees Hall up the middle for no gain. Oh my God, we are just awful. And then we punt the ball away. However, in the game, we did get an interception. Aaron Rodgers short pass to Garrett Wilson for 5 yards. Brees Hall left end pushed to New York Jets for 17 yards. That is a nice play. That's in the second quarter. Aaron Rodgers short pass to Devontae Adams for 9 yards. Brees Hall right for 1 yard. Official timeout. Aaron Rodgers short pass to Garrett Wilson for 28 yards. That's a beautiful. That right there is a very nice movement right there. Brees Hall up the middle for 2 yards. Shotgun short pass. Aaron Rodgers short pass intended for Devontae Adams, intercepted by Phillips at the Buffalo 15. So in the second quarter, we were getting close to scoring our first touchdown in the second quarter, but Aaron Rodgers' pass from Devontae Adams is actually intercepted by Phillips at the Buffalo 15, and then Phillips to Buffalo 17 for 2 yards. So, man, the Buffalo's defense just did not give Aaron Rodgers any chance at all to actually capitalize and had him make mistakes in the game. So they took advantage of the mistakes that he did. And I think they knew he was going to throw to Devontae Adams, so they definitely were capitalizing on it, and that's exactly what happened. And so the Buffalo Bills, man, the defense and offense are on point. The Buffalo Bills definitely on point to getting closer to making a Super Bowl run, and they're going to be making a Super Bowl run in the Super Bowl. Come next month, we're going to definitely be having the Bills playing in the playoffs along with the other teams, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Steelers. Man, yeah, man, that's all I got to say about this video. This is a tough loss for us. I mean, this is just a beatdown. This isn't even a tough loss. This was an expected loss. I was not expecting my New York Jets to win against the Buffalo Bills. By some miracle, we would win, but nuh-uh, guys, this is not happening for us. So we're just going to have to go back to the drawing board over the off season. Over this season, we're going to have to review every single game. I think we should go over every single game that we lost from the past 3 years, from this season, from 2023, from 2022, from 2021, from 2020. We should definitely look over all these seasons and definitely find out what is the common ground here. Why do we keep losing every single season? Why do we have a losing season? What is the common denominator here? And what can we do to actually change and turn this franchise around? Because that is exactly what we need to do, honestly. We need to review everything that's happened over the past 5 years and actually see, well, what can we do and change over the past 5 years. There's some serious soul searching and some serious film studying that has to be going on from out in this off season. We really need to go over all this stuff in this off season. We need to review everything. We need to recap on everything, and we need to pick up some good offensive line from in the NFL draft coming up. We need to pick up some good defensive line coming up. I think we have a good defense, but we need to pick up some good offensive line people that can protect the quarterback, and we need people that we need to pick up some new defensive linemen that can definitely turn this franchise around. I mean, honestly, what is it going to take to turn us around, guys? What do we need to do? Well, obviously, what I think we need to do, we need to turn ourselves around, looking at the film, go back, look it over, update whatever things we have in the playbook. We need to update the playbook. We definitely need to just to come together and figure things out. Honestly, my God, what are we gonna do to change this, to turn this franchise around, guys? What is it gonna take? What is it gonna take? Honestly, that's all I have to say in this video.